as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
Well, we're underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
There aren't many defenders, Peter, who assist more goals than Andy Robertson here, that's for sure. He's reliable, consistently excellent in what he delivers going forward, and it doesn't really compromise on his defensive duties. A manager's dream in many ways, and a model man, and I would say a model footballer.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's got away. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. Christie. Patterson forwards and with intent. And it's Christie. Aimed in towards the centre. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Moved on forwards. Isidore. Delivers with whip. And here comes the corner. And that has been cleared. And they've got a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. Gilmore. And it's played forward. Flings in across. Oh, that's not going to find its target. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Clears it away. Oh, good spread. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. The ball is loose, and the chase is on. McGinn. And it's McTominay. Out towards the flank. McGinn. Played in by Robertson. That's well blocked, and back out it comes. A searching ball out wide. Robertson with a definite foul there. That's really well manoeuvred. And he's picked out the run. Christie. Do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Adams. Now it's McGinn. Purring through the gears. Defending of the desperate variety. really well cleared. Aim forwards. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Gilmore. Christie. Well, they could break here. And it's played forward. And it's Christie. Patterson looking to hit the byline here. Takes a shot! No, not this time.
He had a good feel of the whole situation, and he's acknowledged the service.
Played out to the right. Good played through for the wide man. Well timed, excellent interception. And he cuts out the supply. Christie. Patterson. And that has sent him sprawling. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And he's managed to get free. Isidore's cross. Defending of the desperate variety. That's really well manoeuvred. Patterson, gently done. Gilmore, moved on forwards. That has been knocked clear. Scotland starting the game with good energy, looking to take control of proceedings if they can. Moved on forwards. Oh, nicely intercepted. Patterson. That's really well manoeuvred. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Deep cross. Christie. Christie chips it through. Oh, perfectly measured that. Gets his head on it!
Are clearly looking to use the space out in the flanks here.
With a view to what exactly, Jim?
Well, it can encourage the full-backs to get involved and increase their chances of more service into the box.
Etienne, aim forwards. Can he get onto this? And it's hoisted clear. Again. Robertson. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Patterson, that's a sharp pass. And that has been knocked clear. And that's put paid to a promising move. Spread out to the left. Always onto this. They've played it short. Christie, gently done. Robertson. And it's played forward. Moved on forwards. Looking to break at pace. Out to the left it goes. It's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick. Begin. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. And it's Christie. Played into space out wide. Now that's well seen too. That's really well manoeuvred. Thinks one through. And it's hoisted clear. Aim forwards. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's really well manoeuvred. Moved on forwards. Gilmore, and it's played forward. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Aim forwards. And he welcomes it in. He's cut it out. Now, what about a counter-attack? Long ball by the goalkeeper. This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. Robertson cuts it out. Is onto it in a flash. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Moved on forwards.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Delicate ball, and it needs to be. That's really well manoeuvred. Etienne. Done delicately. Isidore providing an outlet on that flank. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Etienne. Oh, he's found support out wide. Isidore. He's in space and looking for options. Can he deliver? Isidore's cross. Gilmore. Begin. Adams. Begin. Robertson. He's in plenty of space here. Over to the left. It's a pretty loose pass. Gilmore. And it's played forward, cuts out the pass. And it's played forward. Tries a shot!
Oh, fine stop from the keeper. Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Gilmore shifted upfield. Played out wide. McTominay. Chance here to counter. And it's McTominay. Out to the left it goes. Oh, nice touch. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And here's the chance to counter. Aim forwards. Oh, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. It's an inviting looking ball, that. McGinn. Looks to the other side. Christie. Great defending, strong and determined. And now the breakaway. McTominay wins the duel this time. Moved on forwards. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And that's really well manoeuvred. Out to the right. McTominay. McTominay forwards and with intent. Oh, this looks sharp. Well read, nice interception. Etienne. And it's played forward. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Adams. Can he spark a counter here? Christie could try cutting inside here. McTominay knocks it out wide. Plenty waiting in the middle. Now it's McTominay. And the finish! Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Isidore. Isidore in acres of space out wide. Oh, that's well done, really robust. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Etienne. McTominay. McTominay shifted upfield. Real chance here. Can he finish? Aim forwards. That has been cut short. Moved on forwards. Gilmore. And it's Christie. And he's there to clear it. That's really well manoeuvred. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Played towards the front line. And that has been cleared. Aim forwards. Etienne. Played with finesse. He can get that clear. That's been drilled forward. Christie. It's a good run down the right. Out of play for a throw. Chooses to go back. McGinn. And it's lofted through here. That's a throw. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Isidore calmly anticipates. And the pass is intercepted. McTominay, gently done. That has found him in acres of space. And out it comes again. Could move up a gear here. Etienne. Always onto this. Isidore! That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. And it's played forward. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Moved on forwards. Oh, easy pickings there. McGinn. That's really well manoeuvred. Christie. Aim forwards. Is onto it in a flash. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. They get a throw in. That is good strength. Etienne. Picks it up out wide. The referee has given a corner. And it's been taken short. Patterson does really well to win the ball there. And he goes cross-field. Moved on forwards. Chance for a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
has been knocked clear. Dealt with nicely by the defence. That's tidy. Etienne. That's a nicely weighted pass. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And it's played forward, cuts out the pass. Etienne. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance already. McTominay did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And it's Patterson. Delivered across. That's really well manoeuvred. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. There is the half-time whistle. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we reach the halfway point.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. There's the start of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Etienne. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, that's neat. A chance to play it in. Clears it away and reclaimed it in a trice. And he's there to clear it. Now who's going to be first to this? Looking here to chip it through. And he's there to get it away. Gilmore. And he cuts out the supply. Aim forwards. Steaming on goalwards. Moved on forwards. Now it's Adams. So what can they make of this? Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That's really well manoeuvred. Lobbed in behind.
Robertson, well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Keeper's got good distance on that. And that is out of play. Played towards the other side. Nice interception, well timed. And it's played forward. McGinn. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Played out wide. Now it's Adams. So who's he picking out? And it's hoisted clear.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Robertson. McTominay. McGinn. Robertson. Robertson chooses to go cross-field. That's really well manoeuvred. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Tries a deft little ball. Oh, it's come loose. That's going to go a long way. McTominay. McTominay shifted upfield. Christie. Oh, that's nice. Patterson. Very nicely done. Christie. Gilmore. McTominay. Isidore. Moved on forwards. That's very neat. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. He is just caressing the ball. And the shot! Danger averted for now. Time to deliver. It's a promising position. Here comes the cross. Well read, and the danger is averted. Gets good distance on it. Aim forwards. Oh, can he get onto this? Up towards the hour mark, and still no goals. Oh, nicely intercepted. Looks to the other side. Oh, good spread. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Now it's Adams. McGinn. McTominay. Now it's McGinn. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He is through here! And it's played forward, and they can counter here. Played out to the right. Moved on forwards. That's really well manoeuvred. Now that's well seen too. So we've reached the hour mark. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Oh, it's played into the area. Cleared away. Oh, sweet feet. Crossing. That has been knocked clear. Here comes another cross. Nice control. Cross goes in there. Caught offside that time. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Aim forwards. He's in plenty of space here. That is lovely. McTominay wins the duel this time. Up towards the front line. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Isidore. It's gone out for a throw-in. Here's the header! It was missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And he thumps it clear. Oh, a delicate chip through. And it's hoisted clear. And it's Gilmore. Showing good feet. Muscular approach does pay off here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Etienne. Decent progress down the left. Lovely bit of skill. Robertson, gently done. Well timed, excellent interception. Moved on forwards. That's the throw. Oh, he's found support out wide. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Clears it away. So it's going to be another corner. They've played it short. There are a few waiting for it. Real chance! Again. Adams. McTominay. Adams. McTominay. McTominay played out to the left flank. Lovely feet. Looking for a decent ball in. Now it's McGinn. Now it's McTominay. And it's played forward. And the counter is on. Isidore. That has been cut short. Adams. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Christie, brilliantly cut out. And that's really well manoeuvred. Aim forwards. Out to the right. He's in plenty of space here. And that has been cleared. Referee's given a throw. And that's aimed into the middle. He's onto it in a flash. Through it. Oh, he's found support out wide. Well, that's beautifully weighted. That has been knocked clear. Tries to get it clear. Moved on forwards. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Patterson. And it's played forward. Well read, nice interception. That's really well manoeuvred. Gilmore, aim forwards. Christie. Gilmore. And it's Christie. Moved on forwards. Isidore, spread out to the left. That's a good run down the left. A womp. And he's been booked for simulation.
Listen, he can play the innocent as much as he wants, Peter, but it was fairly obvious to everyone here. He's got no hiding place.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Driven forward. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Christie. Now, where's he looking? Patterson. Now. There's the header! Harmlessly behind.
Scotland, well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
So here comes the substitution.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
And it's played forward. effort, beautifully taken.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
And it's been taken short. He slings it in. McTominay with the clearance. It's a mighty effort! It's in!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the first goal of the game.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Isidore looking to run onto it. That's good play. A chance to play it in. And he's picked it up out wide.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
McTominay aim forwards. Can he latch on to this? Plenty waiting in the middle. Lovely bit of skill. Delivered across, and the shot! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
McTominay simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Hit into the middle. That has been knocked clear.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Gilmour forwards and with intent. Time and again they are repelled.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
That's really well manoeuvred. Caresses it through.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Clearly not happy with that. Moved on forwards. And it's played forward. Robertson cuts it out.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Searching passes played there. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case. Scotland really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
That's really well manoeuvred. Well, that's well seen too. Christie. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Aim forwards.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Cleared away. Gilmore played out to the right.
Scotland really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Long ball by the goalkeeper. Robertson. McGinn. McTominay. McGinn. Now it's Adams. Here's the chance to cross. And he whips it in. McTominay!
Scotland really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
It's run loose here. Aim forwards. Scotland are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
I think this is going to add an entirely different dimension to their attack now. They've got the physical presence, they've got a real aerial threat, and it looks more promising from here.
McGinn. McGinn! Same again, same outcome.
Scotland really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Great defending, strong and determined. Thinks one through, chips it through, and that pass just didn't quite work.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Moved on forwards. In it comes. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Confirmation that there will be 2-minute stoppage time. Etienne. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Isidore. Etienne. Isidore providing an outlet on that flank. Keeper has taken decisive action. And it's played forward. Christie. Does really well to win the ball there. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
finish of true class. We thought it was over. It's all square once more. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed. So all square with almost no time remaining. Christie. And he welcomes it in. Up he goes! And for a moment, time stood still.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Still inseparable. We have penalties.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So we've gone the full distance here, nothing definitive, and we will be back shortly for a penalty shootout. So now 5 brave individuals must step forward. Isidore shoulders the responsibility of the first kick. And he puts them one up.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
Coolly done, one each.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
So, the second man in line. That's how it's done, he made the keeper commit.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way. He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
The third man in the queue. Oh, good take. Keeper committed himself.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
It's in, too smart for the keeper. 3 each. He steps up to take the 4th penalty.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
Christie is the 4th man to step forward for them. Big character, big moment, big save.
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
So it is all down to him now. No pressure. Oh, he saved it!
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
Scotland are looking to save match point. It's in, he's kept them in it.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
So both teams effectively 1 kick away from the precipice. Nerves, what nerves?
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
The margin of error is 0. And there it is, the decisive kick. So in the end, they just about prevailed. All the emotional torture and travails, worth it in the end.
Well, what a way to finish a long, hard match. Those players can be really proud of their effort to have come out on top. That was far from easy.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.